Okay, once you've crumbled up your Oreos, you're gonna add them on top of the cheesecake layer. Making sure to spread them evenly.
And then once this is done, we're gonna stick it in the oven for about 30 minutes, and we already preheated it to 325. And now we're gonna put in our cheesecake bars. Slide that into the oven at 325, right in the middle on the top shelf. And then we're gonna set a kitchen timer for 30 minutes. Oh, drizzle some caramel over the cheesecake.
Oh, hey there. Next up, we have our buffalo chicken dip.
For our appetizer.
All right, so first you're gonna spread your cream cheese on the bottom of your baking dish.
Probably get a better knife.
Okay, so you're gonna wanna season your chicken breast here. You're gonna use salt and pepper.
Season both sides.
I want to get both sides here. I should rub it in nice and good.
And then we are going to turn our skillet on medium heat. And we're gonna spray some olive oil on there. And then we're gonna cook our chicken before putting it in our dish.
So we're cutting the chicken into strips here. That way it cooks faster.
And more evenly.
Okay, so once our chicken is cut up, we're gonna spray the pan with Pam, and we're gonna cook our chicken.
And then we're gonna cook that to a nice white and before putting it back in our dish.
Oh yeah. Just Aidan over here on the chicken.
Yup. There we go.
Okay. Good. Once our cheesecake is done, I'm gonna take it out of the oven here.
It's nice and jiggly in the center.
Just slightly jiggly.
Slight jiggle.
We're gonna put it.
Here. And we're gonna let that cool, and then we're gonna refrigerate it overnight.
Once chicken is done cooking, we're gonna cut it up.
Essentially shred it so we can add it to our dip.
So next you're gonna want to layer the dip with chicken. Making sure to distribute evenly.
Just set that plate on the ground, the dogs will eat it. Like that. Here you go. There you go. Good. Alright, now next we're gonna add the
That's how
buffalo
we clean our
sauce.
dishes, by the way.
Yeah, and then we just stick them right back in the pantry.
Now we're gonna add the
That was a
buffalo
joke.
sauce.
It's a joke, Mrs. Pop.
Now we're gonna add the half a cup of buffalo sauce, half a cup of ranch.
Why are you holding the ranch?
I like it. Buffalo sauce, now the ranch.
dishes clean as well now. You just stick that back. Okay, now we're going to sprinkle 1 cup of Colby cheese on top, making sure it's even. And then we're also going to sprinkle 1 cup of Monterey Jack cheese on it, making sure it's even as well. We're just going to kind of mix those two together.
Just like a Marion's pizza.
Yep, just like spreading cheese on a pizza. And then we're gonna put that in the fridge after covering it with tinfoil, and we'll cook it tomorrow.
Okay, so now once your oven is at 350, we're gonna put in the buffalo dip.
Set a timer for 20 minutes.
Make sure you always do your dishes.
Always clean up. Make sure you get the counter clean too. We were making some salmon burgers with aioli. Very fancy.
Okay, so first for the burger, we're gonna make the aioli. You're gonna take 1 teaspoon of minced garlic and mash into a paste. Right, next, we're gonna add a pinch of salt to the garlic paste. So next you're gonna measure out a cup of mayonnaise and then add it to the garlic and salt mixture. Okay, so now we're gonna add the mayonnaise.
Now we're going to chop our dill. So we're just gonna chop it like this. And then once we have it chopped, we're gonna need 2 tablespoons of this, and we're gonna add it to our mayo mixture. And now that it's finely chopped, we're gonna measure out our 2nd tablespoon. I already added 1. And then we're going to put it in our mixture.
Okay, so we're gonna substitute the Dijon mustard for ground mustard. So 1 tablespoon would be equal to 1 teaspoon. Ground mustard, and then add it to the mixture.
Okay, now we're going to take our chives and we're going to finely cut them. And measure out about 1/3 of a cup. Okay, now you're going to add your finely chopped 1/3 cup of chives to the mixture.
So next you're gonna add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. So we're gonna cut our lemon in half here. And then measure out the lemon juice. For good luck. And then add it to the mixture. Okay, now you add 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne. Next you're gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of pepper and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then stir. And then set this aside while you're making your salmon burgers.
And now we're gonna cube the brioche bun.
Brioche.
Brioche.
Okay.
Brioche. Okay, and then once it's cubed, we're gonna take it and we're gonna add it to the food processor. And then we're gonna cube our salmon next. Now we're going to turn our bread into crumbs. Just gonna pulse it a few times. There we go, now we got crumbs. So first you're gonna take the skin off of the salmon fillets. Got a little bit of fish in there. like so. Now you're gonna cut your salmon fillets into 1-inch pieces. Nice and juicy. That's how we like it. And then after cutting these into pieces, you're gonna stick them in the food processor. So we emptied out our breadcrumbs. And then stick the lid on. And you're gonna pulse it 5 times.
Okay, so you're gonna add 3/4 a cup of the aioli into your salmon, along with the breadcrumbs from earlier, the 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs from earlier. 1/4 a teaspoon of salt. And then 1/8 a teaspoon of pepper.
And now you're gonna combine the ingredients together using your hands. And then once combined, you're gonna form them into 1-inch patties. Okay, add 2 tablespoons of butter over medium-high heat. Let that melt. Now you're gonna take your burger patties, set them in the butter. Like so. And you're gonna cook 3 to 5 minutes on each side.
Now flip your burgers here.
Burgers.
Make sure they cook evenly throughout the burger. And bun our burgers. Add them here. And then we're gonna add the aioli on top.
That's the bottom of one.
Oh, same thing. Okay, so once the buffalo chicken dip is done, I'm gonna pull it out.
Let that cool for a little bit. And then our burgers are also done. Soup is cooking, and then we already put the bread on the table.
The soup was pretty good. Not as good as Panero's, but it's still pretty good.
I don't care.
The salmon, it's just not for me, but I'm sure it's good. The zucchini bread is pretty good. The cheesecake, really good. The dip, too spicy for me, but I'm sure it's good.
I mean, sure. Ours.
Nana, what'd you think?
Leave that in.
Can you leave that in there?
I will, yeah.
The soup was good. The salmon had too much sauce on it. And everything else was... It was a little burnt. The bread and the cheesecake were good. And the chicken dip was a little spicy.